Alright guys, here today we're playing Mischief. It's actually a pretty cool idea. I'm gonna skip the dialogue here because it does take a little bit to get through. But yeah, it's essentially a game where you just, go around as this little bird and you steal different things. You use different abilities or hats to, get things, but it turns out that actually two of those abilities don't end up working. At least I couldn't get them to work. Or at least as good as they can. Sometimes like the lasso ability kind of works, but I couldn't get it to allow me to progress through the end of the first level, and in the third level, in the second level, there's certain objectives that I guess it would be easier if it was functioning properly, but it's not, and it makes it a lot harder. And I also couldn't finish that level, but I'll just kind of showcase here what's going on. He wants you to go to the library. I had many issues trying to get this hat. I did not see it spawn in some instances. It spawned here, and I'm glad it did, but I did make note of that, and I wanted to make sure I at least included it in case they were to go in and be able to patch it up a bit. But we're able to get to the first level. So yeah, I'm gonna just kind of just skip through this, and because you'll see here that you're gonna need to eventually go to this area here. I'll show you this area. You end up needing to get that thing that's stuck inside of those rocks there, and you end up not being able to, literally because the hat, the lasso, did not grab it. I mean, I could not get it to function. It'll take way too long for me to finish the main objective and be able to show you. So I'm just going to kind of just show you at least what it looks like real fast, the dialogue, and him telling you to give you tickets, and then eventually it just leads you to get the hat that I'm about to show you, which I will show you. I didn't mean to do that. Escape is always what I press to pause the game, and it actually closes the game, which is pretty annoying. So let's see here. But I think that happens with most Unity games. But so yeah, that's the end of level 1 issues, really, because I'm pretty sure after you grab that soda container with the lasso hat, it would, grant you the win. It just doesn't, which is, a little annoying in my opinion. But so let me just show you. I assume that you'd be able to grab this object from the distance that it specifies there. It's clearly appearing as a target and does not allow you to use this hat. So this is the first other hat that you get in the game, which is supposed to help you, but clearly does not allow you to grab this thing. If you get right up to it, you can grab it, but if not, you can't. You can see that, in mid-combat, or I don't even know if you can actually really fight. I wasn't able to kill anything while playing. I'm throwing this sword at the dragon here, and it's not quite doing anything. That's that. And I'll just let the dragon kill me, actually, because I will showcase another bug here. So when you die, you can actually retry, which isn't working actually, which is gonna allow me to actually showcase the other thing. Usually the retry works. This is the first time I caught that it doesn't. But there are a lot of bugs that I'll have there in the list there, the bug report, that happen only sometimes, which is good because at least the game functions properly sometimes. but there's got to be some way to clean that up. Either way, going to head back to level 2, and as you can see, since we did that quit, um, since we did the quit from the death screen, trying to load back to level 2 is now an issue, and I believe it doesn't work with any of them. So as long as you die and try to load back to your level after you quit, the level will not load, and you're forced to do a restart. So let's go load her back up. Alright. I'm gonna go here. Oh, well, I actually. So sorry about that. That's not what I needed to do. Let's see. We can go back to the main menu and show you some other issues that I've encountered. So that's another one I can showcase here. If you do load into more than one level, sometimes you will see the error that the objectives from the first level are displayed over the objectives of another level, and then leading you to not be able to do anything. And you know, that's aside from the fact that this level already doesn't really work. But you know, the hats not working is really one of the more main issues causing you know, I guess problems for players when they do this, get teleported. Oh yeah, they do. You know, so like the weapons don't really serve much of a purpose in my opinion. I don't think I was able to kill anything throughout playing. One time the game crashed here in this corner. It's not crashing now, which is good, but it definitely did once before, so definitely don't know if that's something that he could fix, but I do know that that happened. I could show you that in one of these rooms, one of the areas wasn't finished textured. Yeah, there you go. It says fireplace, 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 and it looks like a fireplace, but there's no texture on it, you know. So wherever they have fireplaces, that's what they look like. And you know, if that's the only detail they weren't able to include, that's fine, because everything else looks pretty good for the most part here. You know, I'm actually quite impressed with the graphics they were able to pull off. Where am I going? I don't even know. Like, this is the camera angles in certain places that just kind of make the game impossible at times. But you know, clearly they expected this to work because it's open and able to navigate through. I also wanted to show how this dragon will actually go through the environments as long as you keep him interested in coming after you. So I'm gonna just keep having him attack me and showcase that he will go through all of the environments as long as you're close enough to him. He's coming through. And yeah, you could definitely run away from him pretty easily. This dragon's pretty slow, but it, you know, it is a little crazy that the dragon can go through most of the parts of the castle. So that's a big issue there. You know, the navigation hat points in directions of the, you know, the player's objectives, but, you know, at least in this case right now, it's not working at all because the wrong objectives are being displayed, but I wanted to show those other problems. I'm going to have to quit here and restart again because of the fact that that error occurred with the options, with the quests of level 1. So let's just see here, go back to level 2, hoping we can get a clean start on level 2, so I could just show the fact that the, you know, the quest doesn't really update in a way that you can do anything. You know, I'm trying to find this crown, or don't have to look for the gems. What gems? You know, is there supposed to be a crown here in this chair? Something I'm not seeing. Second. Oh, being attacked and I can't even see what's going on here. Oh, I'm not being attacked, but there is some kind of an enemy in there. Some of them are just standing there. I have seen some of those are lying around, so I'm glad I got that on video, that it does happen. Just random things there. Random enemies that are just standing in like a T-pose. Let me see. I wasn't able to showcase that the room was freezing, but there was a playthrough where it did happen, so I'll just leave it as a note that sometimes it happens. Let's see. I already talked about the fact that I can't quite progress through level 2. I don't know where it is that I would or should go. There's just these gold bars everywhere. It's telling, I know that one time I was able to get to the screen where it told me to find 5 gems, but the only gem I found was by picking at that key that floats around the bridge tower. So, just keep showcasing a little bit more of that, how the camera angles don't work very well. Just throw that gold bar there. See if I can snag the key. Definitely should have got that key. Come on. I was able to get it once before. I ran out of stamina. Oh, I'm just trying to display that even if I find something that looks like a gem, and that thing is shining there, so I'm trying to trust the particle effects here and hope that, oh, I think it came off. Did it come off? I saw it. I swear I saw a gem. Oh, I can see it. I'm not blind. You see it now? Who wants to come to me? So is it only visible at certain angles? I grabbed it once before. Man, it's just being real tricky right now. Man, this is really tricky, and oh, I did it. You see? I got the gem. Whatever the heck, somehow, some way, I was able to grab it. You can't drop this one, but this is something, it's not even visible right now, but that's the gem, that you see. This looks like it could fit on the crown, but where's the crown? Where's the update of the quest for the crown? It's, it's kind of annoying because I really, really, really wanna, progress through the game, but I can't because certain things just don't add up, and following the navigation hat, doesn't quite clearly display what's going on. I know, let me see, I'll go search down at the bottom. I do remember there being a bottom part here. But, you know, due to there being recording, I don't want to take too much time on this. Let's see. If it doesn't show up, I'll just showcase level 3 and what was wrong with level 3. But, you know, clearly I've explored almost all aspects. Oh, there it is. It is here. Okay. Let's go bring that one gem that I found. But, you know, at least I have footage of how the game should work. You know, for other players that do want to give this game a chance, then they can at least use where I left things off at. I'm carrying it, yes I am. Oh. Let's see here. So the gem isn't even visible, so that's another bug to report. I am gonna try and put in one gem here and see if I can find another. If I can find another, then I can remove the problem here, but I don't think they're visible. I brought the gem, and it didn't update me whether or not that worked out, but it clearly disappeared from my inventory. Oh, and then I died. Alright, so yeah, so we can see that level 2 has some issues in progression. We'll just leave it at that. I'm gonna quit here because we already saw what happened with the level issue, loading the level and having to quit. Let's see, you know, I think I talked about the camera system several times, but just in case, I'll showcase some more of that happening in level 3, but we just have to really talk about the level 3 issues here so I can just finalize the video. I mean, so essentially it's just that, you know, there's 2 other hats now by level 3, and we can't quite utilize them, you know. Even if I just wanted to use the lasso to pick up the sword here with clearly all these enemies here, so it'd be so smart if that worked, then I'd be able to do that. I can't. You know, so I'll go pick it up in my mouth and show you that, you know, even if I do what I believe is right for me to, you know, progress, I can't because I do not know what I'm doing. I don't see an effect of this hat. It looks like it's got 2 potion bottles on it. I don't see anything coming out. I'd imagine there'd be some instantiate method happening right now, but I don't have anything coming out. You know, this is a gold bar. That's something that, you know, I can just take and throw in there, but you know, there's nothing that I was able to figure out about this kind of stuff here. You know, it just seemed to be that they could work on their objectives and how they function. I was also able to slip through these cracks, which I don't think they intended for the player to do. You know, you could see that there's a nest there, but don't know why. They covered it up pretty good, but there's some holes that you can just make it through. Obviously I got in, now I can't even figure out how to get out. There it is. No, maybe. How did I get in? There it is. I figure if you're gonna make something like that, you might as well just close it anyways if you're not supposed to go out there. But, you know, if I was, I still can't figure out what to do with that hat. This is the only other hat. Let's see, the navigation hat. Where's the navigation hat telling me to go? See the navigation hat if I'm supposed to do something with this thing here. I like the music, it's pretty epic. But, yeah. Not sure where I'm supposed to go. Oh wait, they're closing down. What the heck is that? Oh. These random cubes are text objects. Wonder what that's for, but I can't pick this back up. Which seems to be a whole nother issue. I can only pick this thing up once and I don't even know what to do with it. Alright, well, I think on that account I'm going to end it because I don't know anything else that I could talk about. The only other thing actually before I do go is, just some of the colliders are a little wonky. You can see through the texture sometimes through the environment, and just clearly showing those camera angles colliding off some of those objects, just providing some very difficult areas to navigate at times. They did pretty good though. I do admire a lot of their work here. I don't think I could produce something at this level myself, and it's definitely a goal of mine. But if they fix these bugs, this could actually be a really good game. So hopefully they get a chance to. I hope you enjoyed watching and have a great day.